What's good, your boy ATM reaction, and today Degenerocity dropped the video, you know what I'm saying, and it's going over the best music in 2024. Now 2024 was a crazy year, you know what I'm saying. We had some crazy things, you know what I'm saying. We didn't had the beef, you know what I'm saying. Honestly, forget all that, bro. I ain't trying to talk about no 2024, okay? 2025 got better music. If y'all ain't hear this song yet, here y'all go right here.
I might swerve in that corner, whoa, bitch, hold on tight, cause I tweak it.
But not for real though, I ain't gonna lie. 2024 had some good music. It had the beef, Kendrick-Drake, obviously. Two of the biggest artists of my lifetime, you know what I'm saying? This is the biggest beef of my life that I was saying. It was insane. And a lot of other good albums that dropped, Doechii. I didn't hear Tyler's project yet, you know what I'm saying? I'm still getting onto that. And the other side of music, I don't really know much about. I'm not the craziest music connoisseur, but I did want to dabble a little bit of it all. So y'all can comment down below some good albums that in 2024 that I might have missed. Y'all think? Go ahead and leave me down below. I'm gonna give them a listen, you know what I'm saying? But I know Degenerocity love music, so we're gonna see talking about. If you're not subbed, that sub button, the like button. Let's get to it.
Hello, everyone.
Let's get it,
the
man.
new year is here, and I think 2024 has been one of the greatest years of music.
Everybody,
I don't think I've heard so much great
tipsy.
music released in 1 year since 2017, which is my personal favorite year of music.
Okay.
I've been wanting to make this video for so long, and I almost couldn't contain myself after both Tyler
Yellow
and Kendrick
though?
dropped within a few weeks back to back of each other. I almost couldn't hold it in anymore.
My.
But we're here.
I've never been a big Tyler the Creator fan. You know what I'm saying? Not saying his music is bad. I just never could give really. I don't know. I could never get into it that much. I ain't even tried it out. I'm gonna try it out though, cause people love it.
Now, so today
I can never get into it like that, bro.
Some of my favorite moments that stood out to me
that
in
Kendrick
music
album?
and some of my favorite albums that came out this year in 2024. Even Mozart dropped new music this year, and he has been dead for 200+ years. Juice WRLD's about to get the same treatment. We're gonna see new drops from him when we're 90.
Yo, let Juice rest in
Everybody
peace.
has been dropping.
Please.
Everyone except Sir Jordan Carter. Since he released 2024 and 2023, Carti has been teasing us with his up-and-coming album Narcissist, I Am Music, with him posting songs on IG promoting it and performing the songs at every concert he's done this year.
My.
And the songs are cool. Evil Jordan and Backrooms are some of my favorite singles this year.
I was playing Backrooms on stream. Y'all want to see that?
Consistently back in December and January. It's January. There is no album, and he's still dropping snippets. In fact, he's posting more fit pics than the actual album itself. What is this rollout? Normally, when you announce you're dropping an album, I expect it to be in my ears within a month, maybe 2 at the latest. Not a year. Definitely not 2. Let me say this. This is one thing I hate. When artists announce projects knowing it's not finished, it won't come out anytime soon.
ASAP, Kanye.
This, bro. I've seen this so
much.
I'm
low-key
being desensitized to it. But seeing other artists do an actual proper album rollout now make me realize, wait, I'm not supposed to be waiting a lifetime for an album that was announced last year.
That's a fact.
I should have been at it. Instead of having fans of your music on the world's longest edging streak. Like, I've been waiting for the fall off for damn near 7 years. It's already happened in real life. All we need is the album.
Don't do that, bro.
If you don't have an album ready, don't announce
on J. Cole,
You're
bro.
just pissing us off
He's still
and wasting our time. With that said, I did go to his Rolling Loud Miami set. It's not for the weak. I lost my phone and my pen during the Ski Master Slump God set. I'm never gonna see my pen again.
What kind of pen you talking about?
Mainly because
I hope you're not one of those people DJ
on stage, and I was like, man, I cannot miss this. And the new songs in this Rolling Loud set, I like too. They were hype. After the performance, I was all like, that was great. Can't wait for the album to release this year. It's 2025 now. 2024 music, my ass. What happened?
Welcome to the new year, my boy.
Has been hyping us for this 2024 music rollout without dropping nothing. None of the songs he's released are even on streaming, other than All Red. If you want to listen to anything else, you either gotta go on his YouTube or his burner IG account, or sail the 7 seas of SoundCloud like a normal person. This album rollout is bad, and it's probably the most annoyed I've been of one ever. And that's coming from a Kanye fan. This could have been an awesome rollout and drop, even if he waited till the last Friday of the year to do it. But now he gotta release a single called 2025 to build up the hype again for the 2026 release of I Am Music. Carti had a big presence in 2024, but it ended with a sour conclusion. Speaking of people that don't drop, Kanye released 2 albums this year. Were they good? Debatable. But there were a few good songs on there. Carnival turned into the TikTok Riz Party anthem, making it harder for me to come out and say I still kind of like the song. It's fun.
I can't hear them out, bro.
Field Trip off of Vultures 2 popping up every time I smart shuffle on Spotify, constantly reminding me of my disappointment of the album. Song cool though. I've said my opinion of both Vultures albums, and 2024 hasn't really been Ye's year musically. at all. He even announced he was going to release another album this year, Bully,
didn't see that.
alongside Vultures 3. That was supposed to drop in April. But I'll wait for Bully, not really Vultures 3.
He know what the Vulture series.
I feel on fire. Yeats 2093 got me looking for a time machine so I get music from that year quicker, cause it was gas. Schoolboy Q's Blue Lips, short album with some of my favorite songs of this year. Thank God for Me and Lost Ties are up there with his best songs in my opinion. And Future this year, fans have been eating good. This man
he dropped 3
projects.
Yeah, I was to say he dropped 3 of them.
One of them was made. True talent. But
he dropped 3 of them
We
things.
Don't Trust You is one of the best albums of this year, hands down. It only has hits on here. Ice Attack, GTA, Fried, just to name a few. And timeless tracks like That because of that Kendrick verse. And Type Shit, since it's literally my #1 song this year.
That's my song. That's my song.
Speaking of which was ass this year, look at this, bro. I don't listen to none of these people. What is this genre? Future couldn't contain his skepticism, so he dropped We Still Don't Trust You 2 weeks after the first one. And yeah, even though I don't think the album hits as hard as the first one, Show of Hands has nearly been in my daily rotation since I've heard it, so I'ma just say it's just as good. You can call it glazing, I call it appreciation. Then he dropped the mixtape Pluto with the track. Modern day Shakespeare.
That is hilarious.
Future truly is one of the greatest in world history for this year alone. And he would be my artist of the year.
But
Kendrick ain't have a 2013 Miami Heat season run this year. Kendrick is the greatest. Kendrick and the Drake beef was by far the biggest thing that happened in music this year in general.
That was great,
Kendrick demolishing Drake on literally all
tracks
the
back and
tracks
forth.
while Drake was definitely saying words he lives by. I've and everyone has already talked about the beef. We all know Kendrick came out victorious, was Not Like Us breaking a whole bunch of records. The concerts, him main eventing the Super Bowl halftime show next year. Not only
a lot of dubs, I ain't gonna lie.
Him dropping a surprise album at the end of the year to boot it, but Kendrick fans have been eating good this year.
That man took a 3-year break. He was paying for all this.
2024 has been the complete opposite of Kendrick. Not only do people think he a Minecraft YouTuber, but also he low-key embarrassing himself with that lawsuit against UMG, saying that the label faked the streams for Not Like Us to make the song appear bigger than it actually is. Which, if you've seen all the videos of people rapping,
I mean, I think they did still, but they definitely.
You know the song has polls.
It would have went regardless.
Maybe UMG paid all those people to remember the lyrics. I'm still waiting for my check then. Speaking of female rappers, the female rappers this year have been going crazy.
Glorilla been going fire.
Is one of my favorites. She's been dropping only hits, dropping 2 projects, both gassed. Yeah, Glow and TGIF gotta be in my top 10 most listened to songs this decade. Doechii, an up-and-coming rapper I just discovered. She's been doing her thing this year with her project Alligator Bites Never Heal.
I love that.
I really like the project.
Hide and Seek, that's my song, bro.
Also have been unmatched with most others I've seen this year. I saw her perform this year at Can't Flog No, and she was great. And I gotta say, I see a lot of potential of her being the next big thing. I probably just jinxed it though. And surprisingly, Sexy Red is probably my favorite female rapper this year.
Sexy been hot, man.
Not only do I have her on repeat in my car, but I also saw her perform 3 times at 3 different concerts this year.
You a big fan?
So if that doesn't say I'm a ghetto prince, I don't know what does. Speaking of the ladies, definitely got that label. White girl music has had a renaissance this year. In the 2000s,
I gotta be hip. I'm not sure.
White girl music was thriving with some of the best music I've ever heard in my life. That Selfie song is one for the books. But these last few years, the genre has been feeling bland. Like all the fun and creativity disappeared, and radio pop artists didn't hit the same no more. But in 2024, they made a comeback. I've been a Billie Eilish fan for a while, and although her last album didn't excite me too much, her new album hit me hard and soft has been consistent in my rotation. Birds of a Feather is such a beautiful song. I know it's overplayed, but for good reason. This song feels like a massage to the soul. Sabrina Carpenter, now I've known about her since Girl Meets World, so her becoming one of the biggest pop stars on earth right now is a low-key a little bit of a shock. But her new album, Short and Sweet, sounds exactly how it's titled. Not only that it's fun, that song, Please, 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 top tier shower sing along too. And Ariana Grande, not only she killed her role as Galinda in Wicked, her newest album is so good. I've been a fan since Nickelodeon, and her music got Ariana Grande shirt over my non-existent relationships. And her new album Eternal Sunshine got me feeling the same way. Her song Don't Wanna Break Up Again has a hold on me. Like, I be singing it every time it comes on. And of course, I can't forget the juggernaut of last year, which was Brat by Charli XCX. but I'll talk about that more later. White girl music is back and going
Hey.
strong. Hopefully they can keep it up this year and not going back to making Macy's music. Alright, I pretty much said all the moments that stuck out to me, so let's quit chatting and get right into my favorite albums of 2024 in no particular order.
Okay.
Besides the last two. They're the best. And here's some albums I also really liked last year that didn't make it.
Man,
someone will probably say
Godzilla,
what
man.
each
Rest
of
in
these
peace.
are in the comments.
Chief Keef.
Before last year, I've actually never listened to a Chief Keef album. I've of course listened to all of his biggest hits.
Before last year, you never listened to a Chief Keef album, bro? Before last year, you never listened to Chief Keef album. I'm gonna say it one more time for y'all. Before last year, he never listened to a Chief Keef album. All right, I'm back, bro. I had to take a second, bro. Degenerocity, you lucky you're one of my favorite YouTubers, bro, because that was blasphemy what I just heard. Blasphemy, bro. Let's get back to it.
Hits and a decent amount of his older stuff, but never a whole project.
That's
so listening
insanity.
to this was low-key an introduction for me for
That's
what he's
insanity.
truly capable of, and I was not disappointed. This album is
Insanity,
the hardest
bro.
trap album I've listened to last year. There's only bangers on here.
Come
The
on,
intro
bro.
track being one of my favorites. That opening speech with the beat build up, it just goes stupid. In fact, this 9-track run needs to be studied.
I'm
because
still on
why
what he said,
all
bro.
these songs go so hard? Like
Hey,
sometimes
you
I be
getting that
sad.
joint.
Then I listen to Treat Myself and instantly get out of my funk and order Uber Eats. Then I get back to being sad again. And Grape Trees with Sexy Red, they must have laced this song with something, because it shouldn't be this good. Genuinely top 10 songs of last year. This album bangs so hard, and the fact that it's like this track after track proves to me Chief Keef really does have the power to blow up New Jersey. Magdalena
Shout out New
Bay
Jersey,
is
bro. I
probably
got
my
family out
favorite
Jersey.
artist that I just discovered recently.
hilarious.
They're a pop duo from Florida, and they're known for making music that will put you in a trance. Or at least that's what this album, Imaginal Disc, does for me. And this album is damn near perfect. Killing Time is a fun song for me to waste time to. Image feels like I'm in outer space. And Cry For Me is one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard. It's majestic. And I can say that for almost every song on this album. I also just really love their music videos too. I've watched the music video for Image like 10 times. This week, I just freaking love this, and being a new fan, I'm excited for their future.
Give me the heebie-jeebies.
And if you still need convincing, listen to their song Top Dog, and if you love that song just as much as I do, you're gonna love this album too.
Girl, let's go to the club and pop our pussy.
Mannequin
that
Pussy,
wasn't part of the
that's
song.
their name, are also new artists I discovered. They're an indie rock band, and their new album, I Got Heaven, low-key feels like it. I don't really got much to add other than saying that this is a good-ass album and I like almost every song on it. And their song, I Don't Know You, is one of my favorite songs of this
My boy
decade.
DJ, he tapped into the music.
This is some good
he
shit.
Tapped in. No, I got to this one. I got to this one.
It's basically guaranteed it's gonna be good music, and this album was no different.
That's blazing.
First day
I
this dropped, I listened to
though.
it for the rest of the day. It's good. Songs on here either got me trying to learn how to crip walk, or I'm just vibing. Kendrick comes with, in my opinion, his hardest album. Rapping like he's trying to catch all the smoke from anybody. Even his grandma. Peekaboo, Hey Now, TV
I like
Off,
Peekaboo a lot.
Reincarnated, all make me hard.
Man of the Garden.
Go hard. And Squabble Up, I thought
Man of
this
the Garden
song was
was the
gonna
best
be one of
song
those snippets that
he
Kendrick
has.
doesn't release, like what he did in the Alright music video. But getting a track like this on my plate on a real album felt like Christmas came twice that year.
Bro, Man of the Garden is one of the best songs.
And it just got better the more I
whole
listened.
catalog,
Also,
bro.
The Heart Part 6 is amazing, and I'm happy I can say that with people knowing I'm talking about Kendrick's, because nobody on this planet talking about Drake's version.
Porter
Robinson, another new artist I just discovered
he tapped in.
Also released an album in 2024 called !D. Listen to it because I saw it on a random Reddit thread talking about the best albums of 2024. And I'm so happy that I did because, shoot, it became one of my favorites too. This album sounds like mid to late 2000s poppy rock music. Like the type of music you'd hear in an early 2000s teen movie. Every song on here sounds a little nostalgic, and that's what makes it fun. The entire album feels like I'm watching those old classic internet videos or a song they used on a DS flip note video back in the day. You know that song Shake? That's this album. It's amazing.
That's interesting promo. I like Shake though. Shake was cool.
Please help me.
When at the Camp Flognaw Music Festival, my homies that I came with wanted to see the Marias the most. But I didn't know who they were. And they were playing at the same time as Sexy Red, so I went to see her instead of them. Watching the performance when I got home, yeah, I think I made a mistake. Let me try to describe what their music and their album Submarine sounds like. You ever seen a sunset at a beach?
I have.
The weather is warm, the sky is radiant, the sun shining through the clouds. A gorgeous sight that makes you
Anakin Skywalker's there?
Or what you see in the sky when you're at some random Walmart parking lot. That's what this album sounds like.
That's how you ready to go home, Brat.
I know a lot of people are tired of hearing about Brat Summer and everybody saying it's the best, but they're saying it's the best because the album is heat. We in the top 2 territory of my favorite albums, and this album is dose. This album talks about themes of insecurity, anxiety, but it's mostly an album about doing coke. Fine. Something I can relate to. 360.
My favorite soda is Coke. I'm not gonna lie.
Dutch, Mean Girls. I be blasting these songs at home or in my car as if I'm at a real party. And the remixes making an already great album even better than it was. Like Guess and Praise the Lord for dropping top 10 verses of that year. And Everything Romantic
I know Lord.
might be my song of the year. That song has me hype and transcending through the heavens and earth. By the end. Charli XCX brought out her S-tier game with this album, and she's been releasing bangers like this though. So much of her old music is also this great. I'm surprised it took her this long to get this big. But I'm glad this album had most people open their eyes of how truly goated she really is. I applaud. And I'm happy to say this was my second favorite album of last year, right behind
Tyler. Yeah, like I said, I've never been a Tyler.
My favorite artist of all time.
Oh, okay.
I've been a fan of him ever since I was a kid watching Loiter Squad at midnight.
Loiter Squad was
he was
funny.
rapping about dolphins. And ever since Flower Boy, I think he's been releasing.
When I was younger, I heard the raps and I was just like, "What the heck is this?" And I feel like you either you all the way and like, "Yo, this crazy stuff just fire you," or you like, "Yeah, I'm not doing that." And I was part of the I'm not doing that side. So ever since then, Tyler, I've just been like, I don't know, bro. Like, maybe I got that stuck in my head from what he was rapping about earlier, which threw me off. I need to put that aside and get to the new Tyler. But I don't know, bro.
Some of the best music to come out these past years.
I always think
and
about
this album is no exception.
The wild stuff he was
in fact,
on, which
I think it's one of his best.
I gotta stop.
From the explosive, exciting build-up in St. Chroma, which is probably my second favorite song of 2024, to the great, pretty closing that is I Hope You Find Your Way Home. On this album, he talks about many things. His past relationships, him being uncomfortable around his fans, and his father, which are all topics he's talked about in past projects. But in this one, I think he dives more personally on the topics, especially when talking about his father. The song, like him as a Tyler fan, feels like I was slapped in the face with all this info. Cause he been talking about him for literally over a decade on how much he hates his father for not being in his life. Now in this song, we find out it wasn't cause he was a deadbeat, but cause his mother forbade him from seeing him. Like, damn, I've been listening to Tyler for so long, I hated this nigga almost as much as he did. But now I'm all like, my bad. And outside of that, there's a lot of headbangers on this album. Thought I was dead.
I forgot about that meme,
Sticky
bro.
got me throwing parties in my room by myself. I peeped those people hating on Sticky when it first came out. I've been feeling this song. Glorilla and Sexy Red slid on their verses.
That's the one with the little Uzi beat.
Sticky. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I got a little excited. And then you got songs like Darling I, which is just such a beautiful song, bro. I can't stop singing it. Darling, I keep falling in love. Like, oh my God, bro. This album is amazing. And the more I listen to the album, the more I love it. I've never connected more with a Tyler project. And if Igor wasn't one of the greatest albums of this century, this might have been my favorite Tyler album to date. Amazing album, amazing rollout, and dropped what I think is the best album of 2024. 2024 has been my favorite year of music. Hopefully 2025 can live up to it. That is all I have to say. And in conclusion,
your legs are open. Oh my.
Drop the album!
Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break.
Shout out DJ. Who dropped first? Carti. Oh, okay. I did not know Degenerocity was this tapped into music, bro. This man is tapped in all the way. He's spread out across a couple genres now. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I listen to other genres, but I'm not doing deep dives. I couldn't tell you how the best rock album is this year. I definitely couldn't tell you that. Degenerocity, he tapped in. Y'all coming out of some good albums from all genres, bro. I'm trying to expand my music taste. So I'm gonna take some of these what he said, but if you have any more, comment out the best albums y'all think or the ones you recommend the most. I'm gonna give Tyler Creator another chance, man. I told you, he was on some weird stuff when I was younger, bro, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? He was on, you younger, you do weird things, but when I remember he had one video, bro, he ate a roach. And some reason in my mind at a young age, I was like, yeah, that's the last thing I need to see this guy. You know what I'm saying? I like Loaded Squad though. I did watch Loaded Squad, that was hilarious, but when he ate that roach in that video, I just felt like that was a little too real. Cut it off. But that's what's out the plan. If you're not sub, that sub under like button. Like I said, recommend the best music albums you have this year. It's your boy HK now. We out of here.